What's up, my friends, and welcome to another Mod Monday. And today is going to be a very spectacular mod, in my opinion, one that's near and dear to my heart. It's pretty much the game that sparked me into video games. If you don't know what I'm talking about, well, then I should probably tell you, because what I'm going to be doing now is I'm doing the Super Mario World mod, and I'm really excited to show you guys this mod because it is pretty extensive. Like, this pretty much brought all the blocks, most of the enemies, except for that frickin' fishing boo, heat-seeking lasers of death, or fireball of death. It was heat-seeking, just trust me. I've played enough Mario games to know that that stuff is heat-seeking. But anyway, today is going to be a mod spotlight on the Mario, pretty much Mario Craft is what I'm going to be calling it. I know that's not the actual name. I think it's like, I'm not entirely sure what the actual name is. To be honest, I think I broke the door. Well, easy fix. And also, as you can see, I do have a new world. It's I actually like this house a lot better. It's got more natural light, and you know, I'm not even gonna deal with it. I'm just gonna go straight into it. So, what this game brings into is a crap load of stuff. So I should probably tell you about the blocks. Now, how to get like the ground block, like the epitome of Super Mario 1 ground block. You have to do stone all the way, like in each of the crafting spaces. Now, to get the brick blocks, which I believe is like the stuff that you break, I'm not entirely sure. I have to like rethink of the Mario stuff. But that is just 4 bricks, and you get 16, which is pretty generous in my opinion. Now, the decoration blocks, which is, you know, those steps that go up to the flag, if you know what I'm talking about, those are the blocks, and basically it's just wood all around. For the cave, if you want to make any of these blocks like a cave or an underground decoration block or anything, what you do is you put the original block, like a brick block or whatever, put in the furnace, and then it creates an underground brick block. Now, there's some underwater blocks. Now, this is the ground block with a water bucket. You do get the bucket back, so that's good. And that creates an underwater ground block. So that's pretty much for the underwater levels, if you're going to make any. And these are just the random plants. That's just 2 sugarcane. Pretty easy, not totally intense in the crafting area. Now, the snow ground block, which you slide on. The snow you actually slide on. It has similar properties to ice. It's pretty much just a ground block and a snowball. Now, to get the castle wall block, pretty much it's just castle brick blocks and a square fashion. Now, to get those castle brick blocks, you need to smelt the underground brick blocks again in the furnace. So as you can see, a lot of smelting, but it's kind of worth it. Now, these are kind of cool. These are the empty question blocks. I'll explain these a little bit later. Basically, how you craft them is you put whatever you want it to look like an underground. You put that block, like an underground brick block, in there. And then you just surround it by gold, except for the invisible one. That you would surround it with glass. And I'll show you that, guys, a little bit later, because that's like some Kaizo Mario crap going on right there, if you know what I'm saying. Now, this is the cloud block, or the smiley face blocks, as I like to call them. It's pretty much just 4 feathers, and these, I believe, can float in air. These are the transport pipes. I really wanted to show you how they worked. However, for whatever reason, it's not working for me. I don't know what the deal is. It might be a glitch. It might just be on my part. So I'm sorry if it's just on my part. It's my bad. I'll actually show you how it's supposed to be done. But no promises that it's going to work. But how you craft the entrance to the pipe, it's an ender pearl, pretty much surrounded by iron except for 1 open block. Now, for the pipe base, what you have to do is it's just iron on each side, kind of like railroad tracks, pretty much like that. Now, the new quote-unquote ore of the game is ivory, and that's Goomba fangs, which you do get from killing Goombas. Now, actually, I'll explain that a little bit later. Now, the new tool that's involved is the hammer, and now you can do a hammer on any one of these. Also, the ivory you can make into any one of these. It's the same recipes as everything else, and so are the hammers. Their hammer is a universal, pretty much, shape of this with just different ores/blocks. Now the hammer allows you to break Mario blocks. You can't break them with a pickaxe, axe, or any other tool. You can only use the ivory hammer or wooden all the way up to diamond hammer. Now the ivory has qualities, I believe, of a stone hammer, and so do all the tools. However, their durability is unbelievable. So if you're not really based on time, just like you don't want to get another pickaxe, I would suggest using ivory. Now we get to the items. Now these items actually work decently well. The fire flower is a little weird. I'll explain that to you later. But basically the fire flower is a lava bucket, 2 leaves. It doesn't matter if it's oak or anything, so just 2 leaves on each side. A flower, I should say a yellow flower, and then 3 roses on top, and that gives you the fire flower. Now you do get the bucket back, so that's also kind of nice. This does have a durability, so be careful to not spam it. Now the next thing is the super mushroom, and this gives you 5 hearts of health back. Very useful, and it's relatively kind of cheap to make. Like if you have a mushroom farm, it's pretty easy to make. It's just 1 iron, and then the 1-up gives you 10 full hearts. Pretty much what the cake did in Minecraft 1.3 beta. This is what that does. So it's just a slime ball, but slime balls are a little bit more difficult to get, which is a little bit of a bummer. But you can get a 1-up in another way, and I'll show you guys that a little bit later. Now Bomb, this isn't the enemy Bomb. This is like a craftable one that you can just kind of chuck. Pretty much like a dynamite or a stick of dynamite. That's pretty much what it's equivalent to. The power block, that's kind of interesting. If you remember here from like the original Super Mario Bros. When they're like hitting the top of whatever it was, there's the power block on top, and that turned all the enemies upside down. But this power block pretty much does a crap load of damage. So I really like the power block. It's relatively inexpensive to make. However, I would have liked the recipe, in my opinion, should have been a gunpowder in between, but that's just me. Whoops, gotta get that ready. Alright, so now the star. I think the Starman is a little bit kind of overrated. It does give you invincibility, but only for like a short period of time, and since it's so expensive to make with all this gold and diamond, I personally don't believe it's worth it, but who knows, maybe for emergencies you want to have it with you, maybe to escape, or you fall in lava and you're like, oh crap, I gotta get out of this, and you know, you use your Starman. I'll show you guys all these effects in due time. I gotta show you the crafting recipes first. Now the coins you can get from either smelting a gold ingot, or if I step outside real quick, you see those question mark blocks over there? If you hit it, break it with a hammer, or do something else with it, which I'll explain a little bit later, it will drop a coin. Now once you get 5 coins, what you can do is, it's a shapeless recipe, so I could put the coin there, or there, or there, or there, anywhere you really want it to be. It will create a red coin, which is equivalent to 5 coins. Now another shapeless crafting will give you a 20 coin, and then 5 of these bad boys, shapeless crafting, so like again, anywhere I want to put it, gives you a 1-up. So it's in Mario fashion that when you get 100 coins, you do indeed get a 1-up. So in true Mario fashion, I believe that that is correct. Now this is the armor. Now the turtle shells you do get from stomping out the turtle guys over there, if you can kind of see them. You see them like waddling over there. Not the Goombas or the Bombs or the Bolt Bills. Those green things over there. Now those drop shells, I believe 1 to 3 shells on kill. So that's really nice. Oh, and the Goomba Fangs, I believe that's 1 to 3 as well. And this creates armor, and this armor is equivalent to iron. If I want to put this bad boy on, as you can see, it will be equivalent to iron, which is really nice, and I didn't want that yellow wool. So as you can see, let's get my little turtle stuff on, and if I switch to creative mode off, as you can see, my armor is the equivalent to iron. So that's really nice, and especially since turtle shells are pretty easily found. Well, that's a problem. Well, considering that turtle shells are pretty easily found, or pretty easily gotten by killing those things, and I should probably put the time today. It's a really easy crafting recipe. I really do like it. Now, what happened to, oh wait, yeah, I'm in creative, that's right. That's probably why it didn't really work very well. Now the next things we have to do, or the next things that are on the docket, is the Mario clothes. Now this actually, before you could use any kind of wool, but now you have to use red wool. And I have to repeat this because people are gonna mistake it. You have to use red wool, or else you're not gonna get the Mario cap. Now the cape is pretty much the same as a chest plate, but with just feathers, and that does something special. All these do something a little special, which I'll show you later. Now the Mario jumpsuit is pretty much lapis lazuli blocks in a pants formation. And finally, Mario's boots, obsidian, in a sock type fashion. Now let's grab those guys. I didn't want to grab the obsidian, so I'll just put that back there. And so these things have special abilities, which I'll get to later. So now I'm going to go to the enemies. Now these guys right here are the Bob-ombs. Now these are similar to creepers, however they don't explode unless you hit him. So pretty much they're like neutral until you actually start hitting them. Bullet bills are not neutral, however they will not damage any of the biome / house, which is good for me because if you remember Explosive Plus, I bombed my house, so that was not fun. The Goombas over here, they're just regular old Goombas, you know, pretty much the worst character in the game. Pretty much a Zubat of Mario. That's pretty much what they are. Now the Koopas, they're a little bit stronger, but they're still kind of crappy. But they do give useful stuffs. And I forgot to mention that there is a Boo. Now, however, it's daylight, so the Boo does despawn. So I'm going to set the time to midnight. I'll spawn a few of these Boos on here. As you can see, they're just floating blocks with a scary face on them. Not really threatening, but they're kind of cool looking. Now, the problem with this is, I don't know if there is a spawn rate or if there's like a setting in, you know, one of the game menus to turn the spawn things on these. I could not find one in the wild. I searched for, I don't know, a couple of minutes, probably like 10 minutes, and I could not find any of those things randomly spawning. As you can see, I turned it to daylight and the ghosts do disappear. So I think would be a cool weapon in the game would be like a flashlight. And so if you ever got to like, if you ever saw a Boo, you could just like burned and then it disappears because, you know, it's a flashlight. And these are the different blocks as placed. Now this is pretty much the question blocks. They know this is like for the underground, this one's for regular, and this one's for the castle. As you can see, they're the same question blocks. So there's no difference to them at all. Except, no, there's no difference at all. No, just none. For the castle blocks, there is something different because there's no, like, block. I forget what they're actually called. There's no ground block for castle. There's only this block, which is kind of like a decorative block. This is the snow block. As you can see, it has properties of ice. Walking around. The cloud block, that just does nothing. The pipe, okay, so when doing a pipe, what you have to do is you have to have two pipes in separate positions, and you have to set the channel to them. And how you're supposed to set the channel is you're supposed to be able to right click. Now, I can't get it to work. I tried for about 30 minutes, couldn't get it to work, so I just decided to say, well, it's not going to work for me. I'll just explain it to you during the actual mod. So that's pretty much the pipe in a nutshell. Just right click, and there should be something that pops up that says, what channel do you want it? And once you set the channel to another pipe, what you get is you climb on top of that bad boy, and you just shift, and then you teleport. For some reason, it's not working for me, but whatever. Worst things could have happened. Now over here in my little lake area, as you can see, I use the underground blocks. These are the peeps, I believe. No, they're not peeps. They are cheeps. I was close. But these actually do damage, but they are not aggressive. So, like, if you touch them, they're pretty much like spikes. You know, they won't come after you unless you're playing like freaking Meat Boy, Super Meat Boy, if anyone gets that reference. But they don't come after you, they just kind of do some damage. Now I'm going to turn, no, not delete, I'm going to turn creative off, and I'm actually going to give myself some food. Let's see here. Actually, you know what, I'll give myself a few super mushrooms, and can I find some food? Maybe like a pork chop or something. Something to get me through the day. I guess I can just get 111 soups. As you can see with these bullet bills, if I punch one, he will actively try to kill me. So, ow, that kind of hurt. Yeah, if you punch them, they're relatively easy to kill. You just punch them twice and they're dead. However, they are very dangerous. Let's quick do this. I don't know if I'll die from this, but let's check. Is he come after me? Oh god. Oh, that was the freaking Goombas. Stop it. I don't want what you're selling. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. They should be attacking me, but what they do is they attack you very fast and very dangerously, and it's not fun times. Oh, that's the cool sound effect for the super mushroom. Do I get like bigger? No, I don't get bigger. That's a bummer. But yeah, that's the sound effect apparently. I actually didn't know about the sound effect because I didn't really try anyone in survival, so that's kind of interesting. Now the Koopas, they do 2 hearts of damage, so they're pretty harmful. The Goombas, they do about a heart of damage, they do 1 heart of damage, so not a huge deal. I could just keep hitting them and no big deal. So the Peeps, I don't know how much damage the Peep is. I'm guessing a half a heart. Or are they not gonna attack me? They're not gonna attack me? Well, on the forums it said that it does do damage. I don't know, it's not doing damage, I guess. I don't know, maybe it's like sick and tired of doing damage. I don't know. But yeah, Koopas do 2 hearts of damage. I'm actually going to find a Boo spawn egg. Let's see here. Spoo, boo, boo. There's a Boo. Okay, so I'm going to quick turn it to night. And I'm going to spawn this Boo. And that does 1.5 hearts of damage. So that also is pretty little harmful, but not as harmful as the Koopas. Bullet Bills, they really should have done more damage. I'm not sure. I think it's 5 hearts of damage. Don't quote me on it, because I'm not entirely sure. It's on the forum post, I believe. Also, the ones that you see here, they have no effect as of today. He might update it, so they do have effect, but for right now, they do not have an effect. Now, I'm going to spawn a Bomb-Omb. Okay, that's too many Bomb-Ombs. I'm going to spawn in a Bullet Bill, and that's way too many Bullet Bills, but hopefully this Bullet Bill will attack me. So, let's place the Bullet Bill. Oh, God. Oh, okay, that scared me. That actually scared me a lot. Like, I freaked out a little bit there. Now, actually, they do a little bit of damage, but, like, rarely little. Like, very little damage at all. So it's pretty much just like a creeper that just forces all of the explosions on you. So now the Bomb-Omb, as you can see, I can come up real close to it, and I can push it around, but it will not explode until I do that. Now, when you kill it by doing that, and I'm sorry I'm in creative mode, so let's get that out of there. So let's try this again. I can go out, oh crap. Okay, you can't really come up close to it. I thought you could. For some reason, I thought it had like properties of like a neutral creeper, but apparently not. Can I have that? Nope, apparently I'm just gonna blow up. So that brings me to the throwable Bomb-Ombs. Now, if you do kill a Bomb-Omb, they do indeed drop pretty much a handheld Bomb-Omb. Now these, you can like throw at enemies, and I hear a chicken, and that chicken's gonna get some in a few seconds. That chicken is not gonna know what hit him, because it's a mod, and he doesn't know what Bomb-Ombs are. So he's legitimately not gonna know what's gonna hit him. Hey chicken, how's it going? Here, how's it going, Hoop Dreams? Run. Run. And he's dead. So you can have a lot of fun with that thing. I've already had quite a bit of fun with it. It does do quite a bit of damage, so try not to spam it, because if you do spam it, you'll probably ruin your hard-earned work. So I forgot to see how much damage they do. I think it depends on how far away you are. The Bullet Bill, I think, did do 5 hearts of damage. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look at the video and maybe put a caption to actually say. That brings me to the items, and I'm actually going to make it noon because I don't want to deal with monsters. Now, the actual items, I'm going to skip. Actually, I'll show you what the hammer does a little bit later. Okay, so let's go to the items. Now we already knew what the super mushroom does. Now let's hear the effect that 1-up does. So I'm gonna go creative and let's see here. Yep, it has the 1-up sound, which is very nice and very creative. I'm really happy that they did that because that just kind of makes it, you know, it kind of makes it, you know what I'm saying? Now we already went through the bomb, so now we're gonna go to the POW block and the Starman. And I believe that is it for items, except for the armor that's in my inventory currently. So I'm gonna show you the POW block, and so what you do is you right click, and that injures all of them in a pretty big radius. So I'm gonna do it one more time. And just to show you that it does have like durability, I'll click it once. As you can see, the durability went down. Click it twice, durability went down again. I'll just keep clicking it, and as you can see, eventually it will kill some enemies if you're close to it. Now the damage does matter how close you are. The closer you are, the more damage it does. Oh shoot, I don't want to do that. Good job, me. I am the best I ever was. So now we go to the fire flower. Now this should set these guys on fire. Now however, it's very finicky. Ah, there it goes. As you can see, Flight sees puppies on fire. Come on. Yeah, there we go. So pretty much if you want to light stuff on fire, it's a good old time for the family. And apparently they can still tag me. And this one also does have a durability, as you can see. And that Goomba is really, Koopa is really doing a number on me. Now, what it does is it does bounce once, as you can see. And it bounces again. So let's see if I can hoop dream this. It's close. Come on. Oh, I got him. I got it. Did you see that? That was pro-tastic right there. As you can see, I pretty much killed almost my entire people here. And so now I'm going to demonstrate the Starman on these groups of Goombas. Now I need to be in creative for this. And what I'm going to be doing is I actually do need... Well, actually, you know what? I can just do... I want to get this out of my inventory first and foremost. I'm actually going to break it with one of their own. And so they're gonna now rush to me. Ow, ow, I'm gonna die. Oh wait, Starman activated. I can just run into them and kill them, which is kind of like cool. You can just like touch them and they're dead. Also, I believe you can survive in lava. I haven't tested it quite yet, but I assume so, and that it does work if you do it over lava. Now I'm going to show you how the hammers work and like why you can only use hammers. So I'm gonna grab might as well just grab an ivory pickaxe just to show you. Now when I'm breaking this, nothing's happening. It's pretty much breaking at the pace of me trying to break stone with my hand. Now let's see when I use the hammer. It speeds up quite quickly. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to show you in respect to the diamond hammer. As you can see, the diamond does go a lot faster through all this. As you can tell, it goes a lot faster. Underground blocks do take a while to break, which is a little bit of a bummer. Also, it does give you the block that you've used back, so that's one way you can tell. So now I should probably tell you that how to use these, because you can actually, in a custom map, you can fill those in with whatever you want. And which is really cool, because for adventure maps, if you want to like give them an item, you can just fill one of these bad boys up. So I'm not even going to demonstrate the underground question blocks. I'm just going to demonstrate these blocks and the empty invisible blocks. Now I'm going to fill them in with Goomba fangs just to show you guys. Now this one is the invisible block. So let's just keep that in mind. So what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to put on Mario's cap. Now Mario's cap allows me to actually headbutt these question marks, and you can guess it. If I could headbutt it, hold on. The item comes out, which is a very, very cool feature. Now the pants, if you put the pants on, I believe you can run faster and jump higher. So let's I don't think you can run faster, but you can definitely jump higher, and I don't believe you take any fall damage. So let's go check that out. Yep, you don't take any fall damage. Now the boots, you can survive huge falls with these bad boys, and I do believe you run faster with the boots. And yeah, I think you do run faster with the boots. And now for my favorite of them all is the cape, which is pretty much Mario's vest. Now this allows you to float in the air for elongated periods of time, and because of the boots and pants, I take no fall damage. So it's a very, very cool feature. It's pretty much fly mode for a couple of seconds, allows you to pretty much scale huge gaps. It does have a durability, however, so try not to use it, or try not to overuse it. So now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to, there we go. I am going to place a invisible question mark block and a normal question mark block. And I'm going to fill this. How you fill these blocks is that you right click, or left click. No, right click. It should be right click. Okay, I'm going to experiment with different items. Oh, no, you throw those. Oh, do you need this? I thought you could fill it in. Oh, wait, I think you can put a mushroom in it. Yep, you can put a mushroom in it. Apparently, it can only be certain items like fire flowers and other stuff. Now, as you can see, that block disappeared. It is now an invisible block. So this is what Keizo is about. Keizo used invisible blocks to pretty much throw you off your game. So you could be running around like, oh, I'm having such a good time. Oh, no block, and I'm dead. And pretty much how you can tell is, well, you really can't. It's an invisible question mark block, and you have to hit it pretty much dead center, and that makes the item come out. And then you get the item, and it's like nom 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 nom, or nom 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 nom, or just kind of rapid fire. So that's the beauty of the question mark. I actually like the invisible question mark just because to like throw people off. I think that's kind of like a funny thing. Also, my pants, as you can see, their durability is very, very lacking right now. Not a good sign. But I'm pretty much done explaining about the pants. So I'm going to take all that stuff off, put it all back in here. It doesn't matter how it gets back in there. And so that's pretty much it. And actually, I think that's the mod in whole. I did miss something, however. There is randomly generated castles. I'm not entirely sure if there's stuff in the castles. I'm not even entirely sure, like, what would be in it, like if it's gonna be a mushroom or a coin. They're randomly generated as of most of these things. Oh, here, hey there, creeper. Hey, step away. Well, you can't really harm me in water, so yeah, blow up. I dare you. Oh, what the? Hold on. I was getting hurt for no reason. Okay, I'm just not. I'm gonna ignore it because I don't really want to deal with it. So that's pretty much the mod. It's actually a very extensive mod. I really do like the mod. In fact, I like it so much, I actually do want to make a parkour map out of this mod. And I actually personally think this is a great idea. It will probably be debuted in about 2 weeks. I might make like a week, like 50% done type thing on Planet Minecraft. If you don't already know, I do have a Planet Minecraft account, so you might want to go check that out and subscribe to me. Because, you know, I'll put maps on it. Also, my Mega Builds World, it will be posted on that, so that would be good to check out. It's not posted yet, so don't get your hopes up. So, yeah, don't get your hopes up on that. For whatever reason, it's getting delayed. I'm having trouble finding people... Or I'm not having trouble finding people to help me. I'm just finding trouble to find the time to actually work on it. I don't feel like having it to be a 24-hour server just in case of griefers. I trust you guys, but you know, someone could find out and just totally grief the server, and that would not be, that'd be bad news bears. And I want to eat the mushroom. Thank you. And for whatever reason, the sound effect did not go on, but I'm not too worried about that as of right now. So, but anyway, if you want to check out my written review and the actual score I give it, I'm going to be scoring this on a 10-point scale. I will be grading it on creativity, usefulness, pretty much, I don't know how to say it exactly. It's like craftsmanship, like how well it was made, like quality, like the quality of the mod. It all works together. And I believe one other thing, I can't remember right now, and I don't feel like remembering it, but it's gonna be on 5 categories, and at the end it's going to be on a 100-point scale. So right now I'm thinking this is in between a 7.0 and a 9.5. That's where I'm thinking this mod is at. But you can read my entire review at Planet Minecraft on my blog. Go check it out. I'll link it in the description. It will be pretty much posted right after I upload this. So thank you guys for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please do subscribe. It really does. It will really help me out. And make sure you hit that like button and favorite. And you know what? Share it while you're at it. You know, do everything that it could possibly done with this video, except maybe throw it out the window, because that would be bad, because you'd be throwing your computer out the window. That would be bad news bears. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys next Monday when I'll be doing another mod. So see you guys later, and I'll be back for next Monday.